Today we are talking about micros and macros. If you want to improve and win more games, you need to understand these terms. Therefore, in this video, I'll explain what they mean, why they matter, their differences, and most importantly, how to master them. Because understanding this will change the way you play forever. So, let's dive in. If you clicked on this video, chances are you have heard your favorite streamer or pro player mention these terms and wondered what they actually mean. Well, every MOBA has these two fundamental mechanics, micro and macro. Let's start with micro first. Micro, as the name suggests, means small. That is, everything that you do that has a small impact on the outcome of the game. In Mobile Legends, it's your individual skills with a particular hero or role. Let me put it this way. You are playing Classic and you and your opponent are both using Ling in the jungle. If you consistently win 1v1 duels against them, it means your micro is better. Your mechanics, decision making and execution on Ling are superior. However, if you switch to Fanny, a hero you are inexperienced with, and face a top tier Fanny player like Kaidi, you will likely get destroyed in seconds. That's because your micro on Fanny is weak. And the same applies if you play a role you are unfamiliar with. Micro is your personal skill. It's about mastering your hero and role, key aspects of micro. After researching and analyzing gameplay, I have identified 4 essential factors that can define a strong micro. Clean execution of combos, cooldown management, mana energy management, outplaying enemies, proper itemization, accuracy with skill shots, last hitting minions, timing, positioning, understanding strength and weaknesses, target selection, kiting and spacing, power spikes, efficient rotation paths. If you would like a dedicated video on any of these aspects, just drop a comment below. Anyways, to summarize it, micro is about maximizing your hero's potential or a role. But does having good micro alone win games? Not really. This is where macro comes in. Let's recall it from your own personal experiences. Think back to a game where you played exceptionally well, dropped over 20 kills and still lost. Frustrating, right? You are not alone. This happens to all of us. The reason? A lack of macro management. Simply put, macro means big. So it's basically every decisions or steps by you or the team that has a large impact on the outcome of the game. Key aspects of macro. Here are the 13 crucial macro elements that separates great players from the rest. Map awareness and control, objective contesting, turtle, lord, towers, zoning enemies, proper team ganking, vision sharing, trading kills and objectives, overall team strategy, wave management, decision making, team push versus split push, knowing when to surrender or attempt a comeback, reading the enemy strategy, team compositions and draft phase strategy. Macro is like a chess game and most of it is in your head. It starts before the match even begins, but too many players ignore it. Therefore, they go into a game thinking only about their own performance and lose because of it. But what if you paid attention to draft? What if you adapted? Let me ask you a quick question. Imagine 2 teams, one full of squishy assassins, the other with a balanced lineup of tank, mage, marksman, jungler and fighter. Who is likely to win? The answer is pretty much obvious. Team composition alone can determine the outcome of the game. Therefore, you need to be flexible. Polish your micro for at least 3 roles. Adapt, pick smart, do it for the greater good. Having a good macro management can manipulate the flow of the game and has the potential to turn the table of a losing game too. But before going further, let's hear your opinion first. Which one of these two do you think is more important? If you said both, well, technically you are not wrong, but here's where it gets interesting. As you climb ranks, you will notice that most of the high-level players have already great micro. What truly separates them from us is macro awareness. That's why you might have heard about the epic hell as low players are particularly lacking in the macro aspects. That is why it is advised to play with friends to keep your sanity intact. In conclusion, at low ranks, micro matters more. Players lack mechanics, so the better player always wins, simple as that. But at high ranks, macro takes over. Everyone is mechanically skilled, everyone plays well. Therefore, games are decided by strategy, coordination, and decision making. But if we surpass the highest level and reach the realm of pro players, then both are equally important. Cause if they were not, then the pro teams would have hired any random guy with good macro management and would have won every tournament there is. But that is not how it works, right? They hire the best players in each role, as micro is also important. But as a wise person once said, good macro brings a good game plan with high win potential, but micro helps you to execute it. So basically, if you lose due to your micro, then it's your skill issue. And if you lose due to your macro, then it's simply lack of game sense. Harsh? Maybe. True? Absolutely. Now you may say, but bro, macro doesn't work in solo queue. And you are absolutely right to an extent. That is, the best tip I can give you is to communicate, but I also know that your team won't listen. Your teammates won't always make the right decisions, but that doesn't mean macro is useless. Remember, macro won't save you from bad teammates, but it will increase your win rate when you get good ones. So to avoid being the one dumb loser not knowing what to do in a good team, be the one they can rely on. Therefore, if you truly want to climb, you need to master it. At the end of the day, Mobile Legends is a team game, and you can't solo carry every match if your team is feeding. Now let's talk about how to improve them, shall we? Let's keep this simple. To improve micro, practice in training mode, play classic matches before rank. Don't ruin ranked games by learning a hero there, and it will also cost you your rank too. To improve macro, review your own mistakes after each game and what you could have done differently. Watch pro players and analyze their decision making. Always be aware of the map and team positioning. Just remember, micro helps to win fights while macro wins you the game. Now it's your choice. What do you want the most? Flashy kills, which will also kill your rank, or the rank which if taken very seriously will take away the fun you might be having, as sometimes playing games is more than just winning. My advice here will be keep a balance. Have fun while winning more games. That's the real key. If this video helped you in any way, drop a like, it really means a lot. And if you want more guys like this, hit the subscribe button. Let me know what you want to see next. Till then, see you in the next one.